Hi Pisces, thank you so much for visiting my channel. Pisces, I am going to do your spiritual messages for August. You guys, this is a reading where we will sort of go over what some of your blockages are, see sort of what are some of the things that you may want to work on trying to heal, to remove obstacles in your life so that you can manifest more abundance. You guys, please be sure to check out your monthly love reading if you haven't already. I could definitely see in the love reading that some of you guys are, it seems like to be honest with you, you're allowing a bit of complacency, fear of change, or I don't know, even like procrastination to sort of keep you stuck. I feel like some of you guys, it's like you're ready to take this leap of faith, but there's a fear of the unknown that's sort of keeping you trapped. And some of you are even backtracking. Some of you are even going back to situations that you know for a sure fact don't serve you. So let's just see what else may come out in this reading. You guys, I'm so sorry. I am still a bit sick, so excuse the stuffiness of my voice and all. Also, you guys, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, share, turn on your post notifications. You guys, I have been uploading the daily collective just vibe check readings. You will continue to see those. And like I said, I'll just be adding more content to the channel. So make sure your notifications are on so that you're not missing the readings, okay? So your first card that came out, Pisces, is trust. Okay. Some of you right now, you are having a very difficult time with actually trusting your inner voice. Some of you have perhaps made decisions, I feel, in the past, and you really thought that at the time you could trust yourself. However, there were things that just didn't go in your favor. Sometimes you guys simply, just because something doesn't work out in the way that you had hoped that it would, does not actually mean that you made a bad choice or that you're a bad person. No, it doesn't even mean that perhaps you had rose-colored glasses on or that you ignored certain things. Sometimes things just happen, okay? And you also have to keep in mind, guys, throughout life, no matter who you are dealing with, whether it's friends, family, lovers, colleagues, or whomever, or whatever, everyone has their own free will. There's some things that you honestly just cannot change. But what I'm getting here is for some of you, because you have found yourself in certain situations, or there were certain, circumstances and conditions that were not favorable to you, you now are having a difficult time with trusting yourself. Okay. Some of you have experienced just a lot of broken trust in certain connections that you've had. And like I said, now it's almost like you're afraid to move. But if you can't trust yourself, that's where that fear is coming from, which is why some of you guys, you are being a bit blocked. But you need to make sure that you are staying in your purpose. If you're not entirely sure what your purpose is right now, that's something that you're needing to make sure that you are working on cleansing, clearing your energy and your space to really try and figure out. Because I feel like if you really know what your purpose is, then when you come across certain people, places, and or situations that will take you off of your divine path and get you out of alignment, you will be able to trust yourself even more, Yeah, and you have here denial. Some of you are in denial about the fact that you have some really deep trust issues. Some of you are in denial about the fact that you really don't know exactly who you are at this point in life, or that you don't know exactly what you want. There's a need for you, Pisces, to take those rose-colored glasses off. Some of you are definitely going to have to get out of your heart space so much and really get into, to your mind more. As far as making those more practical and logical decisions, because what I'm getting here is that some of you guys, it's like you have difficulties around trusting yourself and trusting people, but you're also having a difficult time right now with being honest with yourself. You have the denial card out here. There's things that you are in denial about. Some of you are in denial about the fact that there are certain situations that need to end. You're in denial about the fact that there are certain things that you need to start. There's people that you need to walk away from, and there's people that you need to meet. I just feel that right now you guys are really in this energy of being stuck at a crossroads. And, I've been reading for you guys for a very long time now. I don't always remember the readings, but I can sort of keep track of like your energy. A lot of you recently, within the last 6 months, it's like you got yourself out of some type of cycle. And for whatever reason, some of you guys, because of this sense of fear or this denial, some of you, it's like you're going back to what you know already broke you. You're going back to the thing that you know you can't trust. You're going back to the thing or the person that you know is not in alignment with you. And you're needed to be honest with yourself about it, okay? You can't always expect the truth from other people, but you can absolutely expect it from yourself. So it's time for you to get out of denial. It's time for you to start trusting yourself again. And if there's red flags here that you're ignoring, you have to stop. And this could be related to anything, you guys. Some of you, this is, you know, a job. You know that it's time for you to leave that job. You know it's time for you to start your own business. You know that maybe things are not going well with your business and you may need to get a part-time job to help you to, you know, support whatever your dreams are right now. Some of you, there's things around you, Pisces, that you're holding on to that you know you need to let go of. You know it. Like I feel your conviction, you know, Pisces, that something needs to leave. But it's like you refuse to hit the kill switch on something. You have here surrender to spirit, okay? Once you've done everything that you can do in a situation, once you realize that, you know, you just cannot achieve a goal where you are or with whomever you're with, it's then time for you to go ahead and turn that situation over to the divine. It's time for you to really tap into your higher self, which is, again, why it is so important for you to be able to trust yourself. Some of you guys are doing a lot of the cleansing and the healing work, and you're manifesting, and you can't understand why things are not actually working like in your favor. And it's because of the fact that you still are refusing to surrender. You're still forcing something to work that is not for you. Spirit is trying to take you in one direction, and Spirit is even giving you the tools that you need to manifest a new path. But it's like, as soon as you see the new path, a lot of you stand still. Or you'll even go back to a path that you know is not taking you anywhere. You have here surrender to wonder and awe. So this is saying, you know, that again, you need to explore more, okay? You need to connect to the magic within yourself. You need to figure out who you truly are as a person. How can you manifest things for yourself? You know? Now people say all people who wander are not lost. Some of you, it's time for you to start exploring just something new. It's time for you to start exploring things within yourself. It's time for some of you to really get serious about the fact that you need to do some inner child work and some shadow work. Because there are things that are around you and within you that are keeping you from moving forward. It's this lack of honesty with yourself. You have here surrender to play. It's time for you to stop overthinking things. A lot of you, it's like you're setting goals and intentions, but you're overthinking. You're needing to get some rest. You're needing to do something fun. You're needing to figure out how to create something. You're needing to allow your imagination to just soar, okay? But again, if you are trapped in fear, if you're worried about whether or not you can trust yourself or not, this is leading to a fear of success. It's leading to a fear of failure as well. Some of you, you're just not stepping outside of your comfort zone. You're not getting, it's like a caged bird. You're going to have to fly. You need to soar. So let's see, what are the lifestyle changes that are coming up in the month of August for Pisces? Lifestyle changes for Pisces. Religion and spirituality, and underneath that is spiritual growth. So, I mean, that's self-explanatory. There's a lot here that you guys are needing to explore when it comes to your spiritual path and your growth. Again, surrendering to wonder and awe, being able to trust yourself. If you cannot trust yourself and you can't trust your higher self, for some of you, especially who are on a spiritual journey, I've been picking this up a lot, because even in personal and private readings, a lot of the people who come to me for readings are very, very spiritual. I connect with people who are very spiritual and who are extremely gifted. A lot of people right now are looking to activate spiritual gifts and to develop more. And until you actually can let go and really trust, it's going to always be that blockage there. Okay. For some of you too, you may be questioning certain things about religion and spirituality, and that's fine. Allow yourself to explore. Allow yourself to assess and evaluate, to research and develop as much as you need to. Okay. Because right now what's happening is part of your spiritual path and purpose right now is you learning to find out what your most honest beliefs are. And it may be very challenging. Some of you are moving away from the traditions or, the practices that you've been taught. And I know it comes a time where it may be a bit confusing. Okay. Some of you, it's time to let go of any outdated or limiting beliefs that you have because of perhaps what you've learned in religion, spirituality, from friends, from family, from the societal norms or social expectations. I feel like for you right now, all of those things are being challenged. Okay. But it's all about you learning how to trust more, how to use your intuition along with your discernment. Okay. Some of you even, when it comes to, how can I say this? Like, even when it comes to some of your romantic relationships, a lot of you find people and you're unequally yoked. Okay. And you keep attracting these type of people, Pisces, because you have not actually solidified yourself, what your purpose is and what your beliefs are. You know how people always say, if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. I feel like a lot of you, it's like you're constantly wavering in your faith and your beliefs. And it all comes from the lack of trust and you being in denial and not being very clear about what your purpose is. Once you really tap in with your higher self and you know what your purpose is, you start to take that very seriously. And you will stop allowing things or people to pull you off of that path. Okay. Some of you guys also right now, you may be trying to do things because I do see family changes here. And underneath that is memories. Some of you guys may be trying to figure out even things about your family. Okay, there could be family secrets. You could be finding out that, part of your family was very religious, but you may actually be finding out now, especially for those of you who are new to spirituality, that there could be a great grandmother or aunt or uncle or someone in your family who was very spiritual. Okay, you could be finding out about some closet spiritualists in your family. And all of those things really help you to evolve when you actually just surrender to the wonder and awe of what is actually happening. Like I said, within you and around you. Some of you, spirit is really trying to give you a lot of answers. They're trying to give you this clarity, but for some reason, some of you, to be just quite frank, you're too distracted with things around you that are not benefiting you. Because it's like you won't take that leap of faith to just trust yourself and to get out of certain situations that are not good for you. There's definitely, though, some type of angelic presence, though, here for some of you with this spiritual growth here in memories card. I don't know if some of you have like vivid or like prophetic dreams, or maybe even you could even be like developing mediumship or something like that, because with memories here and family changes, some of you could have had like, you could have lost a loved one, and it doesn't even have to be recently, but some of you definitely have a passed on loved one or an ancestor or a guide who is trying to connect with you at this time. And again, until you trust yourself and you can fully like submit to your purpose and actually get in prayer and meditation and focus on concentrating and detoxing your mind, your body, spirit, your environment, and everything else, it's very difficult to be able to tap into these higher energies and even these psychic gifts and abilities. You know, for those of you who have been on my channel, that's why for me, it's a lot of times where, you know, I water fast. I rarely watch TV. Sometimes I don't watch, even reading tarot. Sometimes I stop watching tarot completely. Other than me doing tarot for my clients, I will not watch any other readers, because you can't keep having all of this chaos in your mind, because it makes it too hard for you to trust. That's another thing too. For some of you, be mindful of how much tarot you're watching, because honestly, some of you have become so dependent on tarot. You hear one reader say something, another reader says something. Some of y'all are watching 8 hours of tarot like it's a job for you. And whatever the reader says is what you tend to focus on. Until you can trust yourself, you will deny everything that you think, and you will deny most of the things that you hear as well. You need to learn how to be, like I said, more trusting of yourself. You need to go within. Some of you definitely have some creative blockages right now. And right underneath this card is surrender unhealthy relationships. And I said that at the very beginning because I noticed this in your love reading. Some of you are constantly dancing with the devil. You keep going back to the people from your past. Even though you know these people are toxic, they're unavailable. And for a lot of you, this may not even be a romantic person. Some of you, your parents are toxic. Your siblings are toxic. You have a best friend who is toxic. Or you have people around you who are emotionally unavailable. And until you start surrounding yourself with more positive people, like I said, people who you are more equally yoked with, because for many of you, again, you are in denial about what's truly going on. Some of you are just not taking any responsibility for the situations that you are in. It's going to be very difficult for you to finally remove those creative blocks to be able to manifest what you want, or to tap into those spiritual gifts, or whatever it is that you're trying to do right now. So just keep that in mind, Pisces. You guys, it's time for you to move forward. You have here help from above, an inner child. As long as you are holding on to the fear of you changing, look, and then right underneath that is clearly discover your life purpose, whole in the soul, and then self-love. For some of you, it's like you're needing to somehow figure out how to go home to yourself. Also, for some of you, you know, honestly, a lot of people, myself included, have had gifts since children, and you tend to block it out. Some of you, it's time for you to get back on your path and discover your life purpose, so that you, like I said, you can go home to yourself. And that is going to require that you do the deep healing. Okay? Inner child, whole in the soul, the shadow work, the healing that you need to do, overcoming, you know, the fears of rejection or abandonment, whatever your situation or case may be, those things you need to work on. You need to come out of denial about the fact that you have some voids here. Some of you, a lot of these voids that you have in issues around self-love have to do with family. Some of you, maybe you don't have a large family. Some of you, your family is dysfunctional. Some of you, your family is full of secrets. Some of you have been hurt and or abused, you know, by people in your family. But those are things that you guys are needing to actually work on at this time, because it's affecting all areas of your life. And you do, like I said earlier, you have help from above. You guys, you have an angel, a guide, an ancestor. There is help here for you, but you have to be willing to tap into it. I just feel like, you know, honestly, there's definitely a lot happening in the spiritual realm and in the background to help balance things out for you. There's this divine intervention here, but until you can trust and believe that that help is there for you, it's going to be very difficult for you to tap into it. And where I am, it's actually 11:11 on the clock right now. So a lot of you have wish fulfillment that's coming. There's so much for you to tap into, but I don't know. I feel too like for some of you, I don't know if it's, again, if it's the fear of success or failure, or are you afraid to get hurt by trying something new or whatever. But it's like, honestly, the path to your life purpose, you guys, is not going to be easy. A lot of you already know that, but you know what I'm getting is, for a lot of you Pisces, you guys, you're just tired of the lessons. You're tired of trying to learn things. But the reason why you keep falling into this cycle of behavior, or these long, like, even karmic cycles that some of you are in, is because you're not breaking certain patterns of yours. For some of you, it's even, you know, generational patterns. I'm not going to say curses, but it's patterns of behavior. As soon as you guys start to move forward and you realize that you're not getting exactly what you want in that moment, you automatically just say abort mission and you go backwards, because you're used to going. It's like you're too comfortable and complacent, Pisces. And many of you now, you're being urged to move in a different direction to really get things together. And you even have all of this help from your spirit guides, angels, and ancestors. And unfortunately, Pisces, some of you, you're not accepting it. Some of you are choosing low vibrational people and things around you, instead of you truly stepping into your purpose and your destiny. So in the month of August, a lot of you need to do more of that shadow work, because for many of you, there's a cycle that has ended, but you're still holding on to it. There is like it's like a lot of you have a wound that has been bandaged up, and it you know, it's like it has completely healed. You're still holding on to the Band-Aid. You know, it's like wearing a cast. Okay, some of you, it's like you broke something, you've been wearing the cast, you're healed, and you still have the cast on. Like, why won't you take the cast off? Why? Are you admiring what all your friends and family wrote on the cast? Like, why? It's dirty now. You don't need it. You've healed. Let it go. That's what I'm getting for you, like, literally. Something here is over, Pisces. Energetically, it's over. Spiritually, it's over. For some of you, you feel like someone was doing spell work to you, on you, or whatever. Many of you, the universe, spirit, your guides, your ancestors, they've been working overtime to get you out of a situation, and it's like you're out of it and you're still holding on to it. What is that called? Jeez. Some of you, it's like, what is it, like Stockholm Syndrome as well as Imposter Syndrome. Y'all should look both of those up. Some of you, it's like certain people, they hurt you and they abuse you, and yet you stay connected to them. That's for some of you, that fear of rejection or abandonment. You see things that are bad for you and you keep running towards it. And then you say, well, it's because I'm an empath. A lot of empaths are extremely codependent. So you're needing to really get to the root of what that issue is. And then for some of you, like with imposter syndrome, it seems like no matter how amazing you are and how great you do in life, you still keep telling yourself that you're not ready or that you're not good enough. Which is why, again, working on the self-love, the self-esteem, and the confidence is so important. You are in denial about who you truly are. You're in denial about how powerful and how strong you are. You're in denial about the fact that you keep holding people around you that should not be there. You're in denial about the fact that it's time for you to do the work. You're in denial about the fact that it's not enough for you to just sit around and dream and pray and write down goals and talk about manifestations. No, you need to actually take the positive steps forward that, like, the divine is guiding you to take, and actually trust yourself on this journey, your spiritual path, to discover, like, your life purpose. And you need to be consistently doing that. You should be consistently working on whatever your priorities are so that they will actually flourish and manifest for you. I just see where a lot of you, like right now, I see the Magician card in my hand. It's like everything has been set out for you, but for some reason, Pisces, a lot of you, you're not taking the opportunity. You just keep looking at it. It's time for you to step out of the box, step out of your comfort zone. Pisces, you guys, it's like this month you're the caged bird, but somebody has already opened up the door. That's what I'm saying. You're this caged bird, but the door is open. Why won't you fly out of it? If the wound has been healed, why are you still wearing the cast? Let it go and do the work. So we have here sever vows of poverty. Remember when I said imposter syndrome for some of you. Some of you, it's even with this card coming out, this is you needing to learn that you don't have to suffer or sacrifice. Some of you, it's constant, just like self-denial. And some of you, it's like you're in this state of fear and self-denial, and you're going through these things both consciously and unconsciously. But see, I tell people all the time, especially in personal readings, because I see people who will come to me for a reading, and I'm thinking to myself, as someone who has a lot of gifts, I don't care what you write in the description box to me or what you say to me or even what you show me. I can read your subconscious mind. That's where all of the energy really is. The universe always responds to our subconscious mind. So you can walk out and say that you're confident and you're assertive, but if in your subconscious mind you're really afraid of people and you're really insecure, a lot of things in your life will reflect it. If you don't feel like you deserve good things, you're going to keep getting things that are subpar. So this poverty mindset, or this, like, I don't know, just the limited beliefs, you have to let that go. Some of you are definitely, when it comes to your finances and your career and manifesting abundance, you have to know that everything does not require so much suffering. And you also have to realize that some suffering, it truly is self-imposed. You're needing to do the work. You're needing to know that, yes, you do deserve what you need and what you want. And then you have here raise or promotion. So for some of you, you have some type of increase. There's a windfall of abundance coming. You could be getting a raise or a promotion on your job. Some of you are talking yourself out of, actually trying to get raises and promotions on your job or stepping into leadership positions because, again, you're still afraid. You're still afraid that something now is going to be like it was before. You have to take the cast off. You have to fly out of the cage. Pisces, it's time for you to allow this upgrade in your life to happen. It's time, like, you have to face whatever these fears are. Some of you are just afraid of more responsibility. Some of you at this point, what I'm getting here is it's like you're afraid to actually take yourself seriously. And so other people are not really taking you seriously. And that's in friendships, relationships, your job, your business, or whatever. It's time for you to take yourself more seriously. Let's see. Pisces. Let's see, what are the shifts and changes? I may save these for last. Let's, well, no, I'm not. You guys, I was going to pull the tarot, but, honestly, I think I'm just going to use the oracle cards. Maybe I'll do that. Use the tarot for your love and general readings, but for this one, I'll just use oracles. You guys, please be sure to let me know in the comments, what is happening with you guys. What are the new things that you're trying to manifest? Let me know if you like these readings, if you want me to keep doing them. Look at this. Show the world the real you. Exactly. Full moon in Aquarius. And then you have here, you're very close to achieving your goal. What did I tell you? A lot of you, the raises, the promotions, the new relationships, everything that you want, it's like it's right there for you to grab it. Some of you, like I said, though, you have to come out of denial about the fact that you're afraid to have it. Some of you're asking for serious relationships, but you're actually a commitment phobe. And then you need to ask yourself, well, why are you afraid of commitment? You're afraid of the commitment because you've had a failed relationship before. Some of you are afraid to step into your spiritual gifts because you're like, oh my goodness, well, you know, what if someone does magic to me? What if I see or hear something that I'm afraid of? Some of you are afraid to step into your spiritual gifts or to really take your spiritual development to the next level because you're afraid of what your religious friends and family are going to say. Some of you are afraid to start a business because you feel like you should still be loyal to your employer that you've had for the last 10 plus years. It's things like that where it's like there's this, I have to be honest, not trigger warning and not to be offensive, but your way of thinking about certain things right now, Pisces, is a bit warped. And in the month of August, in order to really finish this year strong, because I always say August is the perfect time to really start laying the foundation to manifest certain things for the next year. Summer is almost over. The Lionsgate portal is pretty much opened now, and it'll be peaking, you know, on 8/8. But when it comes to breaking cycles and creating infinite abundance for yourself, it requires that you become very, very intentional. And you're very close to achieving your goal, but you still need to show the world the real you. And then you have here, expect powerful change. And that is a new moon eclipse card. So expect powerful change. Yeah. Like I said, for a lot of you, there are major shifts and changes that are happening for you, Pisces, because what some of you may not see and realize is that many of the chains that have been holding you back and holding you down for so long, they finally been broken. Like I keep, mentioning the caged bird. Yes, for a lot of you, you've been in that cage for a long time, but a lot of you don't even realize that the door is open. Like a lot of you, the blockages, they're not there anymore. It's just the blockages now are truly mental. Some of you have had physical blockages. Those blockages aren't there. Some of you have wanted to relocate. And I don't know why I'm hearing this. Like I believe it's called like a divorce decree. Maybe that's where all of the information is for how like settlements even with children. So I don't know. Some of you, this may be specific to one person. Some of you have been unable to move for a very long time because of what is outlined in your divorce decree. Maybe you couldn't move out of the city or the state or something like that. Some of you guys now, I'm just getting where there are certain things that have even been negotiated on your behalf, and you still are not moving. You're still not taking the opportunities that have been given to you. Some of you, like I said, your spiritual team have worked very, very hard to put you in higher positions to allow you to have more abundance, more opportunities, new love. And the only thing that is blocking you right now, Pisces, is you. All I see in this reading is a lot of procrastination. And a lot of you, you're in denial, like I said, about the fact that you truly are a magical being. You truly have everything that you need. So I'm going to pull from the Believe in Your Own Magic deck. To just be your final word, and then we'll see what your affirmation should be for the month of August. You guys, I'm trying to use more of the decks that I have because I have so many. which is why now I'm even trying to introduce new readings to the channel so I can start using more of the decks. But I'm not going to I don't want this reading to be too long. So the card that just came out is Feast. Slow down and celebrate yourself. Exactly. And to me, that makes perfect sense, because the truth is that a lot of you have made drastic changes. A lot of you, your spiritual team has also made a lot of changes for you. But it seems like for many of you, you still haven't taken time out to celebrate how far you've come. Again, like I said, it's just like with the cast. A lot of you are still walking. It's like you're still... You know how like a person has a handicap sticker? That's what I'm seeing here. Some of you guys, you injured yourself, you got hurt, you got the handicap. You're still pulling in the handicap spot, and you know that you can run a marathon. You need to stop and celebrate yourself. You need to stop and say, wow, like I really did overcome that thing, and you can let it go now. Stop for a moment to really recognize the good things that you have and the good things that are coming to you. Don't allow the things from the past that were not so great to hold you back. And then you have for the sun card, paint the sun back into your sky. That's beautiful. And this is card, wow, this is so crazy. Here we have card number 11, and underneath that, this card is card number 1. And remember earlier when I was, looking at the clock, it was 11:11, and what is so freaking crazy, you guys, is this card is card number 12. 1 plus 11 is 12. It was 11:11 earlier. 111, you guys should look those numbers up. 111, 11:11. Research the Lionsgate portal for those of you who want to know more about it. But this card says you can be your own knight. And then paint the sun back into your sky. You guys know in the traditional tarot deck, the sun card represents Leo energy. We are in Leo season, and the Lionsgate portal is opening. The strength card is also card number 8. With this, you can be your own knight. Some of you, like I said, when it comes to you depending on certain people to celebrate you, to affirm you, and validate you, you have to stop doing that. You can be your own knight. Like, again, for some of you, you're staying in situations with people and you're acting like you need someone to save you, when truthfully, it's like you're already very powerful. You're already very resilient. You don't need anyone to save you. You don't need, this knight in shining armor like person. And that doesn't necessarily have to be a lover. But some of you, it's like you're looking for some type of handout. And many of you, the truth is, Pisces, I understand. A lot of you have gone through a lot. And you still feel a bit like beaten down and broken. But you're not half as fragile as you think you are. It's time for you to rise above a lot of that. And then here with paint the sun back into your sky, this is saying that you're needing to, again, I think one of the cards I saw earlier was surrender to creativity. You guys are needing to make sure that now in your life, when it comes to painting the sun back into your sky, that if a person walks out of your life, or if a situation ends, if a job ends, when things end in your life, you shouldn't actually be in a place where you are fearful of a new beginning. Because you've put all of your eggs in that one basket. Some of you are going to have to find things outside of your friends, your family, the relationships, and everything else that are fulfilling just to you. Something that nobody can take away. Okay, and then you have here expectations. Don't seek anyone's approval. And this really ties into, like I said earlier, some of you guys, you need to show the world the real you. It's time for you to embrace, your spiritual path and your purpose. Don't look for anyone's approval. A lot of people are going to have their expectations. I said that earlier. Don't worry about the social expectations and the societal norms or what status quo or any of that. A lot of you guys, you need to put that stuff away for some time. A lot of people's opinions on you are based on their own outdated beliefs. You have enough of your own outdated beliefs, Pisces, to deal with right now, that you don't need to add someone else's outdated beliefs on top of the ones that you already have. I'm just being honest with you. Because truthfully, a lot of the outdated beliefs that we all have, or limiting beliefs, are very unrealistic to begin with. So stop seeking permission. Again, it goes back to being the caged bird. Do you want to fly, or are you going to wait for the person who kept you locked in the cage before to tell you that you can fly? Or are you just going to fly out? You got to stop asking, like waiting for permission or asking for permission. Take your own power back. Some of you do that, and I saw that even in the love reading this month. You guys, it's like you're asking somebody else for permission to be yourself. You give all of your power to people, and then when they trample all over you, it's like, well, once again, you're not in a position to celebrate yourself, because here you are, you're allowing people to break you down. But at this point, Pisces, in this month, you have to take some responsibility for the fact that you now are breaking yourself down, because you're not putting up any boundaries and you're not taking advantage of the opportunities that are being presented to you. So just remember that you don't need anyone's approval. And the last thing I'm going to do is Pisces. Let's see. Actually, I'm going to read these rebel cards. You guys, these cards say really bad words. Let's see. The Rebel deck. I think this is, yeah, the Rebel deck. I don't ever use this deck, but maybe you need to hear this, Pisces. Pisces. Oh, okay. Show the world the real you, Pisces. It says, wake up, you are missing some cool shit. Stop sleeping so dang much. Okay, so for some of you, it's time for you to get out of hermit mode. Stop sleeping. Stop waiting on things to come and find you. Some of you, again, surrendering to the wonder and awe, the magic of who you are. It's time for you to get out and explore. It's time for you to wake up. You can't stop just existing, Pisces. You have to start living. You need to fly out of that cage. You need to try some things you don't normally try. Go some places that you don't normally go. Wow, I said this. Look, this card literally says, you are giving away your power. And then it says, you are a badass. Act like it. Woo. Y'all, I haven't used these cards in over a year, and I've probably only used them like once. Oh, I feel so bad saying these words. It says, shit is going down with your job. Reevaluate, change your perspective, or fucking quit. Remember I said that earlier? Some of you, you're so loyal to your job, which no employer will ever be loyal to you. You guys, you already know that you need to make shifts and changes. And then it says here, you got a feeling you just can't shake. That little voice inside you, listen to that shit. Exactly. What did I say earlier? That was the first thing that came out. You can't trust yourself. Pisces, you're going to have to make it a point to start trusting yourself. Whether it's about your job, your friends, your family, or whatever. A lot of you, you're getting all of the signs, the synchronicities, the downloads and everything. But some of y'all are just being hard-headed. Okay. Your affirmation for the month, Pisces, is I am happy. Card number 21, and then underneath that is card number 11. A lot of you guys, you could be saying 11 a lot. So this says, I am happy. I take control of my happiness. When my happiness depends on others' actions, I am at the mercy of things I cannot control. Instead, I choose to cultivate consistent happiness by focusing on the things I love about myself. I am happy. So remind yourself, Pisces, this month that you are happy. Accept the things that you cannot change or control. Surrender your desire to control other people. Focus on yourself. And I'm just going to read this card. Oh, Pisces. I feel like y'all need to hear both of these. You have it, I am focused and I am discerning. So this card that says, I am discerning, the affirmation says, I love myself enough to say no to people and situations that don't serve my highest good. I am discerning. And then you have, I am focused. I am focused on achieving my goals through deliberate actions. I take time to feel how it will feel to achieve my dreams. I visualize my desires through a lens of love and happiness. I am focused. So your affirmations for this month, Pisces, are I am happy, I am discerning, and I am focused. Okay? So Pisces, I really hope that these messages provided you with a bit of spiritual guidance, some clarity and insight as you are navigating through your spiritual journey. You guys, please be sure to leave a comment. Let me know what's going on. Let me know what you think about this reading. I'm sending you all lots of peace, love, and light on your journey. You guys, you know that I always tell you, make sure that you go within, trust your intuition, and use your discernment so that you never go without. You guys, it is time for the Pisces, the caged bird to fly. Okay, now, I know you guys are other fishies. I don't want you jumping out the water now, Pisces, because I want you to live, but I'm saying. We're going to call you guys caged birds this month, okay? It's time to fly. It's time for you to fly. And do not ask for permission. It just go for it, okay? So, you guys, again, I love you so much. I hope that this helped, and I will see you all on the next reading. Also, Pisces, be sure to check out your love reading for this month. Hopefully all of these messages tie in together. A lot of you have been asking me in the comments too for singles readings. So I may try to throw in a singles reading for those of you who are just completely single. But I feel like if you have the spiritual guidance message and the general love reading, kind of really helps you to see what blockages you need to remove even as a single Pisces, to figure out exactly how to attract love, because abundance, you guys, is not just related to love. It's everything. Okay, so you guys, you be sure to, in the comments, let me know what types of readings you may want in addition to the general spiritual messages that I'm doing now and the love readings. Okay, so yeah, Pisces, love you so much. I'll see you on the next reading. Bye.